Hello and welcome again to Fun Stories. We have a special book again today, and this is called Jesse's Surprise Gift. This is another one of those very good feeling books where Jesse actually has some things to learn and does. The copyright of our book is in 2012 by Laura Ailery and Ariane Elsmamak. Wow, I hope I said those right, and please forgive me if I did not. So let's find out what Jesse's surprise gift is. More than anything in the world, Jesse wanted a guitar. He wanted to make music. He wanted to hear the squeak of his fingers on the strings. But there was no money for a guitar. Still, Jesse kept hoping. At breakfast early one Saturday morning, Jesse found a small brown package next to his bowl. When he tore off the paper, he saw what looked like a round clump of clay with holes in it. "What is it?" he asked. "It's an ocarina," his mother explained. "A kind of flute. If I had the money, Jesse, I would buy you a guitar, but for now, I thought this might be fun." Jesse swallowed a lump of disappointment and gave his mom a big thank you hug. After breakfast, Jesse put the ocarina in his pocket and went for a walk. Outside the subway station, he saw a young man sitting on the sidewalk, his head in his hands. "Can I help you?" asked Jesse. "My harmonica is gone," wailed the young man, "eaten by a slobbery dog. Every day I come here and play, and people put money in my hat, but now I have nothing to play. What am I going to do?" Jesse reached into his pocket and took out his ocarina. "Could you use this?" he asked. The young man put the ocarina to his lips and played a tune so sweet that people walking by tossed $5 bills into his hat. "You can keep it," said Jesse. "You need it more than I do." "How can I thank you?" asked the young man. From deep inside his pocket, he pulled out a silver subway token. "Here," he handed the token to Jesse. "Maybe you can take a ride to someplace you've never been before." Jesse walked away, imagining all the places he could go. While he was daydreaming, he saw a girl pushing her bicycle toward him, and she was crying. "Can I help you?" asked Jesse. "I want to go home," sobbed the girl. "I rode a long way to have a picnic, but now I have a flat tire. How will I get back?" Jesse stopped and thought. Then he held out his subway token. "You can have this. You need it more than I do." "Oh, thank you," cried the girl, and she thrust a paper bag at Jesse. "Take my lunch." And then she was gone. Jesse peered into the bag. In it were 2 samosas, a pear, and a bottle of pomegranate juice. He headed to the park to enjoy his surprise picnic. Nearby, he met a ragged old man leaning up against a wall. "Spare some change for something to eat?" mumbled the man. Jesse stopped, and then he offered the man his paper bag. "You can have my picnic lunch, if you like. You need it more than I do." The man took the bag eagerly. "Hey, thanks. You're a good kid, you know. I found this city map on the sidewalk. Maybe you can use it." Jesse took the map and went on his way. A few blocks later, he came upon a woman and a man arguing. "I asked you if you brought the invitation," snapped the woman. "I did bring it," retorted the man. "How was I supposed to know there was a map with it?" "Can I help you?" asked Jesse. "We're lost," exclaimed the woman. "We are on our way to a party, but we have no idea how to find the house." "I have a map," said Jesse. "You can have it. You need it more than I do." The woman gave Jesse a few flowers. The man dropped a handful of coins into Jesse's palm. "Get yourself an ice cream," he said. Then they hurried away to the party. Jesse kept on walking. He wondered if today was a strawberry or a chocolate ice cream day. He had almost made up his mind when he saw something strange. Up ahead, a man was running in circles, waving a $20 bill over his head. In a high voice, he cried over and over, "Please, does anyone have change? Please!" And of course, Jesse to the rescue again says, "Can I help you?" "My wife is having a baby," shouted the man. "I need to go now, but I have no coins for the parking meter." Jesse stopped and thought. Then he gave the man his whole pocketful of change. "You need this more than I do," he said. "And take these flowers, too." "Thank you," cried the man, stuffing money into the meter as fast as he could. Then he thrust the $20 bill into Jesse's hand. "Buy yourself something special," he cried, and ran toward the hospital. What a strange day this has been, thought Jesse. He decided to take his $20 and go home. Along the way, he passed a house with many cars parked in front of it. Someone was having a garage sale. Jesse went to take a closer look. He caught his breath. Under a table was an old guitar. Jesse knelt down and touched it gently. His fingers squeaked on the strings. "Is this guitar for sale?" he asked the woman behind the table. "Yes," she said. "Do you play?" "Not yet," Jesse answered, "but I want more than anything in the world to play." The woman smiled at him. "This guitar belonged to my son. I bought it for him when he was a little boy. Now he has moved away and has a new guitar." "How much does it cost?" asked Jesse. $25. Jesse hung his head. "I only have $20. The woman smiled again. "Then it's yours for 20. You need it more than I do." It took Jesse quite a while to walk home because the guitar was almost bigger than he was. When he got there at last, his mother was waiting for him. She saw the guitar. "What on earth? Where did that come from?" Jesse gave his mother a hug. "It's a long story, Mom. Believe it or not, I traded my ocarina for it." Filled to the brim with joy, Jesse went to his room to practice. Wow, what an exciting, adventurous day this little man had, didn't he? And he finally came upon the thing that he wanted the most, a special guitar. I hope you enjoyed this story. Think about all the little adventures Jesse had on the way to buying that guitar. Have a wonderful day.